pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Again to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll try to throw now. Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, the All-Pro team was announced a Friday before the playoffs. Had 4, Bears had 4. What stuck out to you about the All-Pro team?
Well, it's such a great year for Drew Brees at quarterback for New Orleans, the #1 seed in the NFC.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A first down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Prescott now on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes to throw on second down. They'll leave this for Ware. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Black 58,
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of them.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Steps away. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Keeps himself upright, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, If you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They come up now 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Harris has it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Left.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Now Mahomes got to have this one to the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Mahomes now to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
It's brought in by Harris. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Got some room at the 30. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Prescott now. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Reggie Ragland able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. McKinnon here. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. The give is to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 28 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Gets around him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team
and got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
390.
Mahomes going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
That's caught at the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Escaping the pressure right. And a little floater there is incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
call it a victory. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, try to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He'll buy some time right. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.